Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Fisk, and I'm a national educator for John Paul Mitchell Systems. And today I'm bringing you one of my favorite topics, which is haircutting. I love cutting hair. It's my favorite part of being a hairdresser. I feel like it allows me to create custom things for different people. I really get to help people bring out their personalities with their haircuts, and I feel like it's something that's ever changing in our industry, and we just get to have so much fun with it. My motto has always been, it's not about how much you take off the head, it's about what you leave on the head, and that's the most important thing. So today I'm bringing you a haircut that I feel like everybody can use behind the chair. It's one of our most popular looks right now, and it's very similar to a bob. You could turn it into a lob if you wanted to, but it's perfect for that guest who has a very good amount of hair on their head. A lot of times we get guests who bring in a picture of somebody who has a medium to fine amount of hair and they want their hair to look like that. Well, they have tons of hair on their head. This haircut is going to be perfect for them because it combines graduation built up into a layering technique. So it's going to utilize both worlds that are going to give them the structure of that bob, but also removing weight. I went ahead and pre-cut one half of the doll head just for timing's sake. So I'm going to begin by sectioning out the top in a slight teardrop section. So from recession all the way back to the crown, clipping that out of the way. Then you're going to take a section in the back and split it in half. I already cut this half off, so I'm going to be working on the left side of the head today. I'm going to be working with slightly horizontal diagonal sections, and then it's going to transition into diagonal into vertical diagonal forward. Ooh, sorry. So it's a very slight horizontal diagonal forward. I'm going to be working off the head shape with my elevation, never really going too far past 90 degrees. It's really working within a convex layer and graduation from here down. I'm going to cut palm to palm with my sectioning mimicking, or my finger angle mimicking my section. Starting to get more vertical. Now, the model, when you watch the video, has a significant amount of hair compared to a mannequin, so he's taking a lot more sections than I need to. My mannequin is a lot finer. She's been blonded, so she's, you know, maybe a little chemically challenged. So I'm going to be able to do this haircut in a lot less sections. Notice my elevation is going up. I'm getting slightly higher as I work up the head. Another thing you want to be aware of is how much length am I trying to preserve towards that front hairline? Am I looking for a really exaggerated look, or am I looking for more of a subtle look? If I was looking for more exaggerated, you know, I might switch my guide to being a stationary guide and really increasing that over direction as I work towards the front hairline. I'm going to switch my hand position to overhand as I'm now getting into more of a layering technique. being very aware of how far am I over directing this hair back, because I've already cut another half of it. So after I cut this section, I am gonna go and just make sure that my over direction isn't too much or not enough. So I have sisters on each side. And it looks like I want just a little too long on this side, so I'm gonna go through and just shorten it up just a little bit. It's not a real significant amount, but the less I have to do in refinement, the better. Gonna grab my last section. And now I'm going to drop my top section. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to create a diagonal section starting on one side of the haircut. And everything's going to be over directed going that direction, creating a triangular layer. This is where you do have the option, you know, what did you do in the sides? Did you over direct to a stationary guide? Did you create a traveling guide? I chose to create a traveling guide because I didn't want to preserve too much length in the front. This is a mannequin. They get a little fine and fragile in that area, so I wanted her to look full and beautiful. So now I'm going to go in. I've created my section, and I'm going to use a guide from my crown area. Now, the side that you start on is depending on where they part their hair, because I am going to be leaving more length on this side, so I really want that to be her heavier side, creating more length towards the front hairline. Grabbing my next section and remembering that that's going to be getting over directed towards my previous. And this is really where on that guest who has a lot of hair, you're going to go through and take a lot of weight out of that haircut for them. Looks like one piece got missed over here. Creating that nice deep side part. I'm going to go ahead and prep her hair with Fast Form. And the first thing I'm going to do is just a flat wrap pre-dry, and then I'm going to be going in and round brushing to give her just a little bit of volume and height. doing a little directional in the nape area. Pre-dry, you're looking to create control and getting about half the length of the hair blow dry. And it shouldn't take but just a few minutes. Go in and just round brush to add polish to those ends. You know, whenever I attend a class or I watch a video, the first thing I start thinking of is where can I apply this technique to somebody who's already in my chair. And I feel like this technique is definitely a haircut that can be applied to so many guests, especially with all the styles and trends that are in right now. It's just such a salon-friendly haircut. So once your cut is dry, we're going to go into the refinement portion. The refinement portion for this haircut's pretty easy. It's really just about making sure that there's not too much weight anywhere. You could go in and add a sweepy bang if you wanted to, and you're going to want to go in and just really add a nice perimeter to the back. And that is our haircut. It's a really fun, simple haircut. I know that it's one that I've added into being behind the chair on at least a daily basis. If not doing the whole haircut, at least parts of it. I think that this is the trend, it's what's in style right now, and it's definitely something that you're going to use behind the chair. It's just a combination of triangular graduation into a tri-layer, being really aware of how much over direction you're putting into that haircut so that you're not preserving too much length in the front based on your guest's desire. Thank you so much for your time.